crafty friends, this is Teresa. I am so excited for today's video. I asked Danny from Danny's Dreams if she wanted to do a collaboration. I came up with this idea and she said, yes, let's run with it. So I will link her channel down below and she will have a video as well. As most of you know, I make all kinds of cards for my church card ministry. And I got the bright idea because making Valentine's cards is my second most favorite kind of cards to make. I didn't get to make Christmas cards last year, so I got the bright idea. I told my friend that we do this together. I said, let's make Valentine cards. Well, she works full-time, so I said, I'll make the cards. I'm trying to get this in the center of the screen. So I said, I'll make the cards, and then preparing all the supplies and coming out or getting them all together, I thought, you know what? I am going to challenge myself to use stamps that I have either only used one stamp from, or I've never used this stamp at all. I had never used this stamp at all. This is by Doodlebug Designs, and I don't know what it's called Love You. So as you can see, because red ink stains photopolymer stamps, as you can see which one I used. And I could have stamped. My lazy crafterness tells me to just use the same sentiment on all of them. They're going to different people. But I didn't do that this time. I challenged myself to put a different sentiment on every stamp set. This is by My Sentiments Exactly, and I use that God Bless. This is by Not Too Shabby. I use that Love You Bunches, and this was most of these are unavailable. They're very old stamps. And I used another Not Too Shabby stamp, and I used You Have My Heart. And then I use this, My Favorite Things stamp set. I used two from this whole stamp set. I could have used more, but I stopped myself there because I had, at one time, first of all, so you'll understand why I have so much stuff, just in case you don't know, at one time I owned a store. And so I have lots and lots and lots of supplies. And so from this stamp set, I used, if I had 100 hearts, they'd all belong to you, and I'm smitten with you. This is one of my favorite stamp sets that I have, and we're going to stamp this on the inside of all of these cards. We love because he first loved us. And then I stamped Rejoice in His Love on a stamp on card. And then another My Favorite Things stamped, I Love You Most, is the one I chose. And this is a Bo Bunny stamp set. They don't even make stamp sets anymore. This is XOXO. I use that. And Heffy Doodle, this company's gone out of business. I use Sending Hugs. So those were my stamps that I used, and let me move my cards and I will show you what I use. Now, I use Not Too Shabby, old Not Too Shabby paper on every card. And then also I used sketches from Bourbon Creek Crafts. And she asked that you subscribe to her newsletter to get her sketches. So I will link her channel down below. So this one is where I use the Rejoice in His Love. And yes, it got a smudge there, but I thought, well, it kind of looks, like it was meant to be. So that was fine with me. And I did do something on the inside of all of them. Here's where I used Rejoice in His Love, and I added an enamel heart there. And on this one, see, this was a Valentine card, and this hello was in all of this stuff of this Valentine stuff that I was using. Normally, I would have said in my head, you know what, this is a Valentine card. I don't want to use hello. I went ahead and used it right here. I am using my stash this year. This is where I use that I'm smitten with you. And if I had 100 hearts, they'd all belong to you. I can't figure out which way to go to move it into frame. And this one was I Love You Most. This paper pad, it may be in stock. I redesigned this paper pad because when it came out a long time ago, it was a paper pad and ephemera. And I redesigned this paper pad so that it had cutouts inside of the paper pad. It's called Me Plus You, and I will link that down below if it's available. Okay, so that's those 6 cards. And then the next 6 cards are from a very old paper pad. I don't even remember the name of it. And in fact, this was our very first kit ever from Not Too Shabby. So tells you how old it is. You Have My Heart. And then I'm not going to show you the inside of all of these because I just did a strip and I put a little bow on the inside of all of these. And I did XOXO on that one. God Bless on that one. And Sending Love Your Way. Sending Hugs. And then Love Ya Bunches. And again, I got a smudge on that, so I kind of rubbed my fingers. As you can see, my hands are all inky. And so I just kind of smudged it around so it would look like it was intentional. Okay, so those are my 12 cards for today. Make sure that you go see what Danny has to show you today. I'm going to lay these cards out so I can take a picture of all of them together. And so make sure you go over and see Danny's, and I will catch you in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye.